So it's now Friday, the day after the race. I'm knackered. I did not sleep well last night. You'd expect after running a 10k you'd be able to sleep like a baby. No, not me. I ended up... The race was so hot. Like, it was so hot yesterday. It was about 20, 21 degrees last night during that race. And it was hard. I was so tired. And then I ended up drinking so much because of the heat yesterday that I ended up getting up and down for the toilets every hour without fail. So I'm knackered now. I was literally up and down all night. I barely slept a solid hour. It was so warm last night as well. It was so freaking hot and I couldn't do anything to get to the right temperature. It's like having the covers completely on me or having the duvet completely over me. It was too warm. Having the duvet off me was too cold. So I had to try and find a middle ground, which took me a good few hours. And then as soon as I got settled, I'd need the toilet again, so I'd be up again. My brain would not stop yesterday. My brain would not stop at all. My brain was on the go. It was thinking about YouTube videos. It was thinking about social media. It was thinking about blogging. It was thinking about work. It was thinking about the business. It was thinking about the mortgage. It was just, it was on one. I am so stressed. So stressed right now. I think stressed is the wrong word, really. Just overwhelmed. Got a lot going on, maybe you could say. I'm not too sure. But either way, my brain decided not to give out yesterday, so I didn't sleep very well. So I've not recovered very well since the run yesterday. My ankles were killing me all last night and this morning. It took me a while to warm them up to a manner where I can actually use them. All my muscles are stiff and achy. My stomach muscles are stiff. My thighs, my glutes are all aching. But this is what you get when you don't train for 3 weeks and then try and do a great big run. And then if all that wasn't enough, I'm also full of hay fever again this morning. It's not too bad. My eyes aren't puffing up, but my sinuses are constantly clogging, constantly running, constantly just glooping over. I've gone through so many tissues already. Oh, my ear's not quite right at the moment either. I'm not too sure what's happened to it, but between going to the race last night and getting home from the race last night, something's not quite right with my right ear. I don't know if it's a pressure thing. I don't know whether or not it could be to do with my sinuses and my hay fever. I've got no idea. So we're not doing well today. And I somehow still need to try and get some exercises in. I just don't know how I'm going to do it because just checking my runner app now, which is like my training app that I'm using at the moment for my thingy. I've not even done some of the strength training I should have done. I've saved my extra runs for the weekend so that I can actually do those at the weekend so I'm not overdoing it. I'm meant to be doing an upper body session today. In fact, I might be able to get away with an upper body session today. I might be able to get away with it. Don't know if I'll get away with it, but I might be able to get away with it. So I'm going to try and do the upper body session today, see how that goes, and then hope for the best. We're going to try and do the upper body strength session today as well as my hybrid calisthenics training. And I want to do mobility training, but I don't know if I'm going to have the energy for it. The main thing I'm worried about right now is the fact that I can't breathe through my nose. Anyway, I'm already late for work, so I'm going to head off and I'll chat to you guys when I get home. It's Friday evening. It's actually the summer solstice today. I didn't realise it was summer solstice. It's technically the longest day of the year. And I'm not going to be able to stay awake to enjoy it, sadly. I was hoping to do some exercises tonight. The reality is I'm still just too exhausted after yesterday's run. I've not been too bad while I've been out at work. The hay fever's wavered through the day. Like some moments will be worse than others when it comes to the congestion. My eyes haven't been too bad today though, which is nice. But I just do not have the physical or mental energy to actually do any more exercise today. The busy week of work, the run yesterday, the hay fever problem for the last 2 weeks, and then not being able to sleep tonight at all due to a mixture of the heat, hay fever, and my mind just racing. I'm exhausted. I am physically exhausted. So even though I do want to do my exercises, I am going to enjoy a different form of self-care. And I am going to give my body an early night,
some rest. I'm going to get up in the morning and see if I fancy going to park run. It's going to depend on how my ankles are, because from this stiff already, day 2 is usually the worst, so I can't even imagine what I'm going to be like tomorrow. So I'm going to see if I fancy a run. If I do, I'm going to go park run in the morning. I get so bugged up. And then me and Jason are mostly going to have a chill day tomorrow. Our friend has invited us out to take the birds flying at one of the local woodlands. So we're probably going to be going to do that for a couple of hours. Hopefully only a couple of hours. We don't want to stay long because it's already going to be quite late in the day. And we do actually want to spend most of tomorrow together. So I'm going to see what tomorrow brings. If I don't wake up in time to go park run, or if I'm not in a fit enough state to go park run because my ankles are still too sore, then I'm going to do some physical training, either the training I should have done today or tomorrow's scheduled fitness training. I'm gonna do something tomorrow. I don't know what it is yet. I don't know if it's gonna be park run. I don't know if it's gonna be fitness training. I'm gonna do something in the morning before we take the birds out flying. But for the rest of tonight, I'm gonna indulge in some self-care and give myself an early night's sleep. So good night, and I'll see you in a few seconds on Saturday morning.